Hello folks, Takamasak here, and welcome back to the pain on Let's Play Blaster Master. Today, we get to deal with ice. Momentum. Lots and lots of momentum. The Sophia will eventually stop itself. However, if you get Jason out, he moves forever. Just keep that in mind if you do happen to be fighting out with Jason for whatever reason. Not really a whole lot of instances in this area where you'll want to take him out. Alright, Mines. You're lagging the game. And the way I deal with the momentum in this area is by a lot of jumping. You can jump and turn the opposite direction to quickly kill your momentum. And if you need to gain it in a big hurry, just jump and then push the direction you want to go and hold. So, just random bit of helpfulness for this area. It's not also a bad idea to just hang out. Oh dear. Hang out in the first little area there just to get used to the controls. And these guys obviously drop 48 billion bombs, which I'm getting destroyed by. But I do want to come in here if you need your gun power-ups or any other power-up for that matter. This is the area to do it. Nice and small. All you have in here is the eyeball guys and the teleporty skeletal monkey, whatever you want to call them. There's also a pretty rare enemy in here that you could potentially see. He's usually in this hallway. If you're quick, he's usually here. Yep, there he is. He just runs and shoots and usually disappears off the screen momentarily. I don't honestly know if any other areas that guy is in, so I suppose you could let me know if you've seen him elsewhere, but yeah, I just picture the game, if it had noises, it would be just a guy just screaming at the top of his lungs, just shooting mindlessly. But yeah, as you can see, the reason I come in here, the 2 flashing hover power-ups, instant hover fill, and you get 20 of each of your Sophia power-ups, in addition to the flashing gun power-up. So, also nice, easy little room there for you to get through all that. And if I don't blow up the Sophia on the way to the end, I will be thrilled. Hover not crucial in this area, but it can save your butt in a couple areas. There are many, many areas in here where we need to be platforming well above the floor. Alright. There's also a bunch of areas like this, it seems like, where there are... Oh, come on. Where there are caterpillars on these tiered platforms. So if you can, lure them down into the pit there, if you don't want to deal with them. As much as humanly possible. These orange things are slightly tricky. If you have more than half the Sophia on it, it grips just fine. But the second you have about half off, let's see if I can show it off. But yeah, there you go. Really slipping, so it kind of reverts back to the ice platforming. Just keep that in mind, it's not crucial. But potentially very annoying. Oh, and don't worry, by the way, I don't remember if I said it, about collecting all the Sophia power-ups from that room. You do get quite a few on the way to where we're going. Starting with here, the most important one. Hey. Yeah, Thunder Break, multi-warhead, it's all on the way. I think the main thing about this area is just not falling, in which you'll most likely blow the Sophia up, attempting all this. Yeah, here we go. Pretty much hang out by the top here. Should be a mine. Get rid of that. If you fall, you need to just head right. Make sure you're on the very bottom, too. It'll be a nice smooth floor that you can ride on. So if you're in spikes, you need to fall down one more. This is a little tricky. They put a mine down to the right. Bastard move. Potentially take damage from that and go falling all the way to your death. But yeah, if you do end up falling, the max hover could potentially save you once, so that's why I like it here. But if you do end up falling all the way down, just head to the right, and it'll eventually dump you off to the area where we got those 2 homing missile power-ups. And you'll have to climb all the way back up. Go away. Had enough of caterpillars. Which I'm pretty sure is the only monster in the game I have named correctly. I'm sure this is like a a horsefly or something. It doesn't have a stinger, so I don't know if it's a bee. Go away. I don't need your power-up. If you blast through stuff in here, I believe there's some multi-warhead up here. If need be. There it is. And then I just hang out on the bottom. There are 2 more multi-warheads up there, I believe, if you need them. But pretty sure I'm maxed. Yeah, absolutely maxed out on everything. Did I show that off before? If you start and come back, all the blocks respawn. Meh. It doesn't really help anything, it just gets you stuck. Not permanently. I don't think I've ever had an instance where I'm permanently stuck, but it's not like it's going to make the power-ups reappear, so it's not like you can take advantage of it. Beat it. Yeah, take your time through this area, you should do just fine. Light jump. Oh, goody. Tiered areas, you know what that means? Caterpillars! Meow, 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 meow. Miss. If you are pro, you can shoot them out of the air. Obviously, I am not pro. Or am I? No, absolutely not. As you can see, as I have completely forgotten he is there. Ugh. Alright. I didn't show it off in the first area, even though I meant to. Alright, turn around, Sophia. There you go. I'll just show you briefly. The bottom right door in the first starting area actually brings you to this location, except for it brings you to that left door right there. So I just was going to show that off, just to give you an example, or I don't know the word for that. Give you an idea, I suppose, of just where we are. Oops. Alright, the way I handle this, we need to make our own stairs, blow out that first row, and destroy the first 2 columns. And then just repeat, jump as high as you can, blow out that row, and just do this again. If you mess up, obviously I just showed you the block reset trick. There you go. There's going to be a teleporting guy immediately to the right here. Right? This area is an absolute pain. These are large enough and pretty easy to change your direction on, but... oh god, that changes. Oh my god! Go away. And I believe if you kill these guys, they can potentially drop a gun power-up, but I absolutely hate these things. So I avoid them like Black Death. And this is where it gets very tricky. These are very, very hard to change your direction on. Plus you have these stupid eyeball guys shooting at you the entire time. Their bullets can be destroyed, but it's very hard to do on ice. The thing I do is just try to cut diagonally across the corner like that. And it usually works pretty well. Every now and then I'll go flying through the ice into the spikes, but... go away. Do it? No. And I'm not sure what the condition is, but you could potentially get a full gun power up in here. I believe there's a Thunder Break around here somewhere. Yeah, once you see the Thunder Break right there, as far as I know, that is always there. But for the rest of this stuff, there could potentially be that. And there could potentially be a flashing gun power up right next to that power up. And another single gun down here, and I think there's something else. Yeah, another Thunder Break there. And that's pretty much it, I guess it's going to give me. Get out of here. Yeah, for some reason I have a really hard time getting that to spawn. It seems pretty rare. If you need more gun power-ups, here you go. Take this way. Just more eyeball guys and these little turrets, which we've dealt with before. And we're back to max gun, fortunately. And if you take the left path, it's actually a lot quicker, but it's a little more dangerous. You have to deal with more of the ice. Plus, there are no gun power-ups up there. I suppose you could take the back way through here if need be. No ice is fantastic ice, in my opinion. Yeah, it would have just dumped us off right there, so... More eyeball guys, and we should be good to go. You can walk through the top, but I find this much more safe. And once we come in here, it's boss time! Against an old friend. Mr. Pinchers, get your grenades ready and just mash. Do as much damage to him as you can in that initial area. Unfortunately, I got hit. And other than that, his claws are much longer, and he shoots those extremely fast projectiles, both when his claws are going up and when they're coming back down. So keep an eye out for that. Other than that, just keep your distance and pay attention to where these claws are at all times. And always expect it to be throwing a white thing at you like that. If the opportunity presents, sneak up there, throw a grenade at him, but other than that, just stay back. You can actually, if you have the max gun, I was kind of hoping to show it off, but if you have the max gun, you can actually bug out the music in this game. I've had it changed to, like, Area 1, and I think one other thing, I don't remember exactly which music it's from. I think it's just from all the sound effects going on at the same time. It's got the blocking. Knock it off. There we go! Yeah, this guy is... I made him look a lot easier than he is. But yeah, maybe I'll show that off in a glitch video. And we finally collect the power-up from the Frozen Crabullus, I believe he's called. And what is that? We get the Wall 1. What is the Wall 1, you ask? Well, it's where the controls start getting a real pain in the ass. We can now drive straight up the walls. Yes. It is cool for a while, but it eventually starts causing us trouble, which we'll see in the future. Alright, now we just get out of here, and I'll just backtrack to the next area. Too much stuff! The NES cannot handle it. That's more caterpillars. Yes, that hover was actually intentional. Alright, I'll just, you know what, I'll go through one area. We could use the dive command or dive module for a little bit longer. And by a little bit longer, I mean, we're done. Yep, we're done, right there. I'm just gonna get out. Yeah, if you jump, it'll just let go. And also, if you take damage while you're on the wall, it will drop you from the wall, so keep that in mind. Not that it's crucial now, but it will be in the near future. And what would the game be without some backtracking? We need to go all the way back to Area 2. So I'll do about half of it this episode, and I'll do the other half next episode. Hello! Surprise! More homing missile. And once we get up here, we shall enjoy the scenery, and I shall call this a video. So, join me for next time on Let's Play Blaster Master. This is Takamasak, and I'll see you later.